America loves black television. From Blackish to Insecure to the upcoming remake of The Wonder Years. There's no denying black star power in entertainment, but behind the scenes, a lot of these stories and scripts are crafted for us, but not by us, and sometimes they miss the mark. Joining us now to discuss that is actor, writer, and director Denzel Whitaker. You've seen him in Black Panther, The Great Debaters, Training Day. I mean, the list goes on and on and on. You got to go to that, what is it, IBMD, right, to get your full rundown of everything that you've done. But nonetheless, it's a pleasure to have you. So let's talk about that. Let's talk about these shows being created for us, but not by us, and how they sometimes miss the mark.
Well, that's a loaded subject in and of itself. I've spent about 21 plus years within this industry, and I think it's always a misrepresentation of culture. Again, it starts within the writer's room. It starts with writers who are basically trying to write for us or what they believe is an ideal of what Black culture is. And for me, both as an actor and a writer, I get frustrated often because I find that we're seeing the same stereotypes being put forth, the same narrative that we keep seeing over and over within the media. And it's like, okay, well, great. That's one stereotype that you guys see on the cop drama or the medical show, but we're so much more than that. And it's really about just getting in these positions that aren't quite as luxurious or maybe lustful for so a young creative. Everybody wants to be in front of the camera, but to be honest, we need more firepower, more hands on deck behind the scenes, in the writer's room, in the producing space, just sitting in more executive chairs.
So Denzel, you're telling me that when you're trying to get with a girl, you're not like, yo, baby, yo, what up, shorty?
That's never been my pickup line. Can't say that.
Well, speaking of that, talk about when you get a script and that's the kind of language that you see, and that's nowhere near the type of depth that that character requires.
Oh my God. Again, it's frustrating because you walk into the room and they're like, well, the number one comment you'll sometimes get is, can you make it more urban? First of all, what does that even mean? You know what I mean? It's absolutely insulting to say, we wrote this Black material for you. Can you perform it more Blacker? Can you perform it in this way or idealize, imagining that we have within our head?
How insulting is that when someone says
insulting.
that to you that doesn't look like you?
It comes in all different shapes and sizes of insulting, and for me personally, again, it's a misrepresentation of what we can be. So if you write those lines, yo baby, well, first of all, I'm gonna throw that script out of the window. I'm gonna remember it because I have respect for the author and whoever written these lines, but I'm gonna do my own thing. You guys are calling me in as a young Black man or a young Black woman or somebody of color to perform these lines. Let me give you the authenticity. And hopefully as a creator on the other side of that table, you can understand that maybe this isn't as authentic as it should be and allow us that freedom to really, truly express ourselves.
Well, how have you let your voice be heard when you're in? I mean, have you ever been in a situation like that when you're the only Black voice in a writer's room?
All the time. All the time. I found myself being the token Black kid growing up. I grew up in an all white and Asian community, so I was used to that. And I've learned how to deal with other people's personalities, their quirks, cultures. So it's okay. I feel comfortable in those spaces. Maybe not so much as, say, for some of my friends or other counterparts. But again, it's all about finding the common denominator. Hey, you might not quite understand this how I understand this. Let's find balance. Let's eloquently express our thoughts and feelings rather than just getting into heated arguments with each other. And it's about communication first. It's about having an understanding and empathy for one another and where we come from. And so I use that to my advantage. If I'm the only Black man stepping into that room, I'm going to make sure to represent ourselves well, represent culture well. But then as soon as that door opens, I'm going to try to bring another one of ours in.
Well, let's talk about that. First, I mean, the pressure that you must feel. I mean, being the only one in the room and everyone kind of looking to you. What do you think? Denzel, what do you think about this? Or how should we do that? But let's talk about you bringing in the next person to fill up that table with more folks that look like us.
Absolutely. I think now more than ever, especially, given the political climate that we seen last year during 2020 with the BLM movement. Finally, I think we're starting to sit in spaces that we weren't normally invited into. And again, what we just seen with the Emmys is an outlier case where it's kind of like old traditional rules. You want us to perform, you want us to be in front of your camera, but you don't want to give us awards. Well, we're going to keep knocking at that door. And it's people like Jordan Peele, it's people like Issa Rae, it's people like, Shonda Rhimes, who are really sort of breaking those barriers and again pulling us all in. I know for certain Jordan Peele is doing as much as he can to hire black, to hire us, to hire people of color. Same thing with like Donald Glover, same thing with Kenya Barris. These are people who I'm creating allyships with because I know what our future looks like. Cat by the name of Charles D. King, who runs Macro. He used to work over at William Morris. He used to be one of the only black senior executive agents that worked over there, went to start his own company, put all of his faith and trust into what we have as a culture. And now he's bringing us through the door. So again, it's more of us sitting in those executive positions of power instead of just being in front of the camera. Again, it's lustful to be in front of the camera. Everybody wants to be the actor. Everybody wants to have their face and name known. We need more people in the executive chairs, and that's how we start to make more advancements.
All right, so Denzel, you spoke about the creator of Blackish, and there was a recent episode, 2018, and it was banned. And it dealt with the main character basically dealing with the state of the country after Donald Trump was elected. It has since been released, but how does that highlight the struggle to get black stories written for us and by us actually out there to the masses?
That's a fantastic question. I'm incredibly proud that it was released, but it's also frustrating that the episode had to be withheld. As if that episode couldn't debut and there wouldn't be an audience for it. As if, the networks were afraid or worried about our voices being too magnified. That is, again, another frustrating conversation, the same way they asked for me to be more black in the auditioning room.
What does that mean? Magnified. What does that mean? Folks agree with you and they want to hear themselves and see themselves?
So I'll put it this way, like Black Panther, for instance, right? Um, Black Panther, when it was first created, thank God to Stan Lee, wanted to create something for us. And even though he wasn't of the culture, he was able to allow himself to learn and able to create, this black character. So, fast forward to 20 whatever. Um, Here you have Nate Moore, who I know sits in an executive position with Kevin Feige, and they use Black Panther as a character to introduce cultural expansion within the Avengers universe. And so I know from day one that was always an initiative that they were like, we're going to take a chance on this character. And again, Disney was kind of, holding their fingers crossed. Marvel was holding their fingers crossed. They didn't know. Black Panther comes out. It, surpasses all of the expectations, surpasses all of the highest highs, one of the highest grossing movies to ever, be released. And now everybody wants their black superhero. They're afraid to take a chance because they think it's not going to sell. When quite in fact, the market right now is so hungry for stories, from us, by us, representing of us. And it goes to the writer's room again. You can't write culture for culture. You need somebody of that culture to be in the writer's room to write that material. That authenticity is always going to be missing until you put us in those positions.
Yeah, when are they going to learn to bet on black? I mean, Disney even did it with Princess and the Frog. We like revived them with that
Mm-hmm.
movie. Um,
They take a chance every so many years, but
yeah.
we need more chances. When are they going to learn?
Exactly. So let's talk about the chance that you're actually taking. You co-wrote a short film called 5150. It's about the power of celebrity and also the complexities of race in America. And congratulations, it's being developed as a TV series. Why was it important for you to do this project?
As a young actor, I've had so many friends have these immense rises and successions, and then these steep declines. And even myself, I think I've experienced certain pitfalls within my own career, certain humbling experiences. And I think from the outside looking in, people read the tabloids, people see celebrities who kind of uh, go off of their mental wheels, so to speak, and everybody starts making snap judgments. with Instagram and whatnot, and certain publications, we're all like, oh man, this celebrity did this because of that, and this celebrity. So we start making these immediate judgments, but we don't really know the person, and we don't really know what those conversations are being had behind closed doors. So for me, it's kind of about not sensationalizing it, but really having a hard look at what it means to be a celebrity. What does it mean to be somebody within a pop culture position of power? And also, too, dealing with mental health issues, because we don't talk about mental health enough, especially within our community. So I wanted to open that conversation further.
All right, when can we expect to watch this? I'm excited.
Well, it's right now, actually online. You could check it out on Argo. You could check it out on Short of the Week and Director's Notes, all three platforms. We're going to be screening this Thursday at Holly Shorts Film Festival, Oscar qualifying film fest, and we're developing the TV series actively right now. So stay tuned.
All right, congratulations. And Denzel, thanks for taking time out of your busy
Thank
schedule. For those who didn't see, this brother didn't even know what time it was. That's how busy he is. So thank you for carving that time out for us. It was an honor. Thank you.
Listen, we get up, we get up, we get up, we get to it, and I'm thankful to God every single day. I thank you for the time. Appreciate you guys.
Amen. Thank you.